to increase that their most sellable product is not going to be sell as much, because at the end of the day, this is a milking cow. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Oksana. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. Today it's totally unplanned video. I didn't plan to do a video today at all, and then there was a little bit nibs and dips on media about Chanel price increase, but it wasn't really confirmed, and I couldn't see on local Chanel websites that it's actually been increased. So when it was a little bit of rumors, I'm trying not to make video, just kind of like, you know, for frenzy. But today I know in fact that the prices are confirmed in US, in Europe, and in Canada. And mostly you can see on all media its prices in US, and that's what I follow as well. But very few actually confirming prices in Canada. And maybe when you see the prices in Canada, especially keep in mind what's the difference between Canadian and American dollar right now, maybe it's even make a sense to shop in Canada for some of you. Anyway, there is lots of eye candies today, because I decided when I'm gonna talk about specific handbag, I'm gonna also show handbag in my collection, and I tried to make them not all black, because pretty much all of these handbags I have in black color in my collection, and some of them also I have in additional colors. So I'm trying to kind of make it a little bit more fun, not just all black. And of course, let's take the elephant from the room. It's a classic, and here is my classic. I got my classic in, I think it was end of 2017 or 2018. I don't really remember. I have to double check on my receipt. And right now it's pretty much doubled in price, even more than doubled in price before taxes, but with the taxes it's like really crazy. But what I'm gonna put right now, I'm gonna put a picture over here. What I'm gonna put over here is the price just before the increase and the current price. So the price before the increase, medium classic flap, $11,025, and the current price $12,800 before taxes. And in Toronto, let me just put the bag away, let me calculate it for you guys, because in Toronto we have 13% taxes. So say 12,800 plus 13%, which is 1664. With the taxes, this handbag close to not 15 but close to 14 and a half. It's 14,464. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about my theory why I think Chanel doing this. Clearly just a speculation, maybe it totally doesn't exist, but that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, the classic flap, and I'm so glad that I was able to get it when I got that classic flap. I actually had some time, almost thought, because I don't really use it much, to sell it, and then every time I'm stopping myself, because like some fashions may come and go, but this classic flap will stay forever in fashion. Some, you know, decades it's getting less popular, the other decade it's get more popular, but nevertheless this classic beauty will always stay. And mine is actually caviar black with the gold hardware, and it's burgundy interior, and it's made in France. It's absolutely spectacular, like you know, the whole package, the maximum that you can ask of your classic flap. So really glad that I have it in my collection. As I said, I don't really use it heavily, because first and most I want to pass it through generation, and the second, I know with the prices what they are right now, there is no way I can drop this kind of money on the classic flap. And I think the resale market will go really high right now. So then let's talk of the kind of smallest of the minis, and this is square mini. Oh, I think I have I even have some kind of receipt still in my back pocket. So classic Mona Lisa smile. This one I have in lambskin. And you know, believe it or not, I have this handbag I think for 5 years right now. I mean, there is some scratches if I'm gonna bring it closer, but I always buff them off. Actually, on my channel, on the shorts, I have a shorts when I'm buffing this handbag and enjoying myself. If you want, you can watch those shorts. Really glad that I have this beauty in my collection. Once again, since I got it, it's pretty much double in price. But I'm gonna show the prices just before the increase. And once again, if I'm making some mistakes on the prices before, if you're someone Canadian, please correct me. There is nothing wrong with correcting someone on information, because, like, you know, I could also make mistake or forget the previous price. But to my knowledge, what I remember, the previous price was $5,025, and I'm talking about Chanel Square. Oh, sorry, yeah, square, Chanel Square, $5,025, and right now it's $5,950 before taxes. And I have to stress out, in Toronto we have 13% taxes, so it's just pretty much $50 shy away of $6,000 before taxes. So before we proceed with other you know, prices, just not to keep it boring, I want to kind of drop over here my theory why Chanel is doing this. And you know, before, Chanel was more of truly exclusive because they were quite highly priced for, let's say, middle-class people. And when middle-class people buying let's say Chanel handbag, it's maybe once, I don't know, the husband buying a wife a classic flap or close to classic flap, something in seasonal handbags, and then it could be for some kind of anniversary, I don't know, 20 years anniversary, 10 years anniversary, you name it. But what I'm trying to say, it wasn't anything like that, that middle class people could buy Chanel flaps in, let's say, 3 or 4 per year, because salary versus prices of those handbags were kind of like, you know, they were expensive. And nowadays it's almost becoming not a fast fashion, of course, but they're almost getting close to the level of Gucci or Versace, for that matter, because every single person on the street almost has a Chanel handbag. It's no as highly exclusive as it was before, at least in my humble opinion. And there is quite a bit the opposite situation when you think like almost you don't wear them right now because they are so expensive that it's almost obnoxious to wear Chanel flap. But what I'm thinking happening right now with the inflation rates, the salary remains pretty much the same, maybe just the slightest increase in salary. It looks like less and less people can actually afford luxuries. And Chanel seems to me trying intentionally price themselves out of middle class people, because they pretty much want to be as exclusive as Hermes, in a sense that only truly rich people could be able to afford have a classic Chanel handbag, or minis for that matter. And meaning, like, if you truly wear Chanel classic handbag, it's almost like a statement, the same way like if you're wearing Birkin or Kelly, it's almost like a statement that you are in upper class families, let's put it this way. It's my theory, I could be wrong, but doesn't make any other like, you know, logical explanation why would you make the prices in such a way. Because, say, as I said, some people saying that sometimes it's like pure greed because Chanel is greedy. I mean, at the end of the day, business is a business, but to increase that their most sellable product is not going to be sell as much, because at the end of the day, this is a milk and cow. That's what they sell all the time. the classic, the minis, the 19s, etc. So to increase prices so drastically on their most sold product, in the business sense, sorry guys, doesn't make sense to me, because you kind of want to increase the price but keep people in the loop if you want them continue to buy. But this is pretty much almost they're trying to price everybody out, so that the only exclusive people can buy you know, Chanel handbags. And as I said, in my experience also when I was in Paris, I'm gonna put this video somewhere over here, that you know, special items for VIPs only at Chanel, and it looks like that's where it's going. And I heard even that they're trying to do boutiques, that VIPs only boutiques, meaning like where the most exclusive and most expensive items will be in those special boutiques, and then the rest, let's say less expensive, will be almost in kind of department stores, but future will show. Anyway, let's continue with the minis, and the next one I have over here is my square mini, and this one also I got before another crazy price increase, because during the COVID we had these several really stupid crazy price increase, like as I said, Chanel almost showing us like kind of stupid crazy love over here. So I got this flap just before the price increase, and my sales, she called me and she says, listen, I know that we're gonna have a price increase. Well, actually no, she didn't call me. I found on the media and I called her and I said, listen, do we really gonna have a price increase? She says, we don't really have information yet, because you know they're not supposed to disclose, but she says like, looks like rumor are going on that the price will be increased, and you know, if you want, I have it, and I have it in the red lambskin. I didn't really want to get a red handbag because I'm not really much into red colors. I'm more into muted, like more of the burgundy or purple colors, but bright red, it's very seldom when I wear anything something like that in bright red. So it's very seldom when I wear my bright red colors, so I guess I'm telling the truth. And I kind of almost disappointed that you know, it was a red handbag, but anyway, I got this handbag at 4,200 I think, and then it's increased to 5,000, and we were like, oh my goodness, it's crazy price increase. Or I think it was increased to 5,050, but I mean something around 5 or maybe even more than 5. And then they had like few of kind of beats and dips, like $50 price increase, $100 price increase, etc, etc. And then it was the last price, I think it was 5,300 or 5,350, but I think it was 5,300 just before this major price increase. And right now it's 6,200. What? I got my classic flap less expensive than this one, you know, 6,200 before taxes. So clearly with the taxes it's over $7,000 Canadian fresh from the boutique. So I can imagine what's gonna happen right now with the resale market. It's clearly gonna go once again over the roof, or anything that was per se, let's say not in close to perfect condition, will sell also very, very fast. So let's talk about Chanel 19. I'm so glad once again that I have 2 Chanel 19s in my collection, and Chanel 19 I truly believe is gonna stay, because I'm trying to talk about classics, like, you know, the minis, the classic flap. I truly believe that 19 will remain in production for a very, very long time. First and most, as per classics, like, you know, they don't have anything close to this style, kind of relaxed style handbag, also kind of funky style handbag, also with the top kind of chain handle, also multiple different hardwares. So I think this will stay for a while, and especially because it's pretty much the last creation of Carl, and it's almost like his legacy, his classic, and his 19, because that's what he created first and this is what he created last. So, you know, I better keep them both in my collection, let's put it this way. But once again, my very first, I think I got it on the second season when they released. I got it in black, and it was 57, I think 57.25, not even 58. And this one, I think I got it 62 something, 62.50 or 62.25. And now guys, before the price increase, it was 6,950, so pretty much just $50 shy away from 7,000. And right now, right now it's 8,050 before taxes. So as I said, in Toronto we have 13% taxes, so it's clearly over $9,000, maybe even close to you know, 8,500, something like that, with the taxes. So I'm so glad that I was able to score this beauty before all this craziness. I don't even know if there is anybody willing to buy anything directly from the boutique, Chanel boutique. But anyway, guys, put your comments below. Are you continue shopping at Chanel, or you're pretty much done? But you know, we're all talking about like, oh my goodness, Chanel is crazy in prices, it's stupid crazy prices, I'm not going to be shopping anymore at Chanel. And then months pass and everybody once again line up at Chanel, because the style of Coco Chanel, you cannot beat it. You really cannot beat it. She is an icon. She is really an icon. So anyway, I don't have 22 handbag in my collection. I tried before, but I didn't buy it. And I think this one is a medium size, and I'm putting approximately price. I think it was over 6,000. I think small was about 6,200. And the medium one, I assume about 6,500, something like that. I'm gonna put the picture over here. And the current price is once again 8,050. So I actually, on my recent trip to Paris, I tried a small black with silver hardware, and it's kind of almost like not shiny, more of the ruthenium finish. I actually like it so very much. I like the look of the handbag. But because of those rubbing, like, you know, on the corners right there in the picture, like, you know, in the corners, I think it doesn't make sense that they just left it, you know, on kind of protected leather. Because normally when you have a chain rubbing against the leather, they always put grommets. I don't know why they didn't put grommets in this case, like, you know, at the edge of the leather. That would make like all perfect sense, and it would have been all corners protected, but they didn't do it. Anyway, I'm not going to talk much about 22 at the moment because I don't really have it. And the last things I want to talk about is the mini with the top handle. And I once again have two minis with the top handle in my collection. I have the very first generation of mini black caviar, and that handbag is absolutely fantastic, and I love it so much that I decided to get in gray color. And it was, I think, last summer. Yes, I think it was last summer I got it in gray. This is gray with champagne gold hardware. Absolutely love it. So happy that I was able to score it. When I got it, it was another kind of slight price increase, because previously my very first mini I got it was 5,500 sorry, Canadian. Then this one I got, it was 8,550. So right now this handbag is, my goodness, right now this handbag is 6,800. So pretty much $1,000 increase before taxes. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. absolutely crazy. So there you have it, guys. There you have it, all the eye candy and my thoughts on the price increase. As I said, some people saying that sometimes it's like pure greed because Chanel is greedy. I mean, at the end of the day, business is a business, but to increase that their most sellable product is not going to be sell as much, because at the end of the day, this is a milking cow. That's what they sell all the time. The classic, the minis, the 19s, etc. So to increase prices so drastically on their most sold product, in the business sense, sorry guys, doesn't make sense to me, because you kind of want to increase the price but keep people in the loop if you want them continue to buy. But this is pretty much almost they're trying to price everybody out so that the only exclusive people can buy you know, Chanel handbags. And as I said, in my experience also when I was in Paris, I'm gonna put this video somewhere over here, that you know, special items for VIPs only at Chanel, and it looks like that's where it's going. And I heard even that they're trying to do boutiques, that VIPs only boutiques, meaning like where the most exclusive and most expensive items will be in those special boutiques, and then the rest, let's say less expensive, will be almost in kind of department stores, but future will show. Anyway guys, I want to know your opinion, what you think of this new Chanel price increase. Will you continue to shop at Chanel? And if you're gonna say no, I know that this is pretty much yes, no for the next 2 weeks, and then let's go and shop at Chanel. At least I know that's what's gonna happen with me. So that's about it for today, guys. Thank you very much for being here with me. Thank you very much for listening my ramble, and I hope to see you again on my next video. Bye bye.